Oh boy. Alicia's not gonna like that. Shit. Good morning. You hungry? Want some food? Yeah. Of course you do. You're hungry. I know you're hungry. Come on. Eat it. Whew. Oh, it's cold out here, alright? Well, we're gonna go check out the lake for a bit. Right? Oh no. Yep. Toast. Hey! Yep. Had to happen one of these days, I guess. Well, these propellers aren't too hard to replace. I think I even have some spares. This arm, maybe not too hard to replace. I don't know if you can buy spare arms. Or the wiring. That might be a trick. I don't know about the camera, though. It's probably the most expensive piece on here. Let's just see. I think the camera's supposed to move, isn't it, when you boot it up? Oh, that's not good. It's supposed to move, little guy. Probably not a good sign. I think I've got enough firewood here for the rest of January, probably into February. If I just these two rows here. These two rows, however, are a lot wetter. A lot wetter? More wet? And they're not drying, of course, because they're frozen. Today would actually be a really good day to go out into the swamp, because everything's frozen. It's so cold, everything's frozen. And just get dry, standing deadwood. Dead trees where I was going last year. But it's so cold. So freaking cold, and I don't want to take the dogs out there for any length of time. So I think I'm going to skip it today and wait for a nicer day. Fortunately we got nice sunny days for the next few days, but they're all going to be really cold days. And as I say, conditions here are really good. There's like less than 2 inches of snow, and it's just real good crunchy stuff, which the ATV does really well with. But there you have it. And it's hard to do any work when it's this cold either. Like, I can get the miter saw out, but it's just too cold to work in this stuff. I guess I'll go inside and watch movies. And put on a fire. It's like 8 Celsius inside right now. So you might remember when we built this platform up here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it was, I'm still not able to reach that far left corner, top left corner, with the roof rake. So I went and bought another roof rake, just for one pull. Well, actually, I'll show you something else that's happening. I'm gonna have to pour everything out of here. And I got a couple of spare pulls. Yeah, you need this. Oh, Jesus, are the fucking screws? I just dropped these in the box? What the hell, man? That's not cool. And the other thing, it's different too now. One sec. Whew. Oh, they're sticking to my fingers. Oh, okay. So, another thing is, I lost the little wing nut on this side. So I touched this thing over here on this side, and it's working well. And then the final thing, I gotta stop touching the metal, is this edge is getting all beat up. And it's mainly because of the clamps between the panels. Like I'm pulling it down over those clamps, and every single time, you know, it catches on them. And it's getting all banged up. And now I have a brand new one, which has a nice smooth edge for now. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put the extra pole in the mix, and then I'll still have some spare parts. Okay, so I got the new thing all together. And I'll have to check those wing nuts every time I use it, just to make sure they're not coming out. Because obviously, if I lose one, I'll never find it. Interesting, it came with a bunch of extra bolts and nuts. And I think it's for these things. So you can permanently attach these if you wanted to, but no, they're too long for that. Man, I don't know. Here, man. So the big question will be, can I handle 4 lengths of this when it used to be 3? And that's a really good question, because this thing gets long and it's really hard to manage. Am I doing that? Okay, this should be interesting. For most of the roof, I don't have to use the whole pole. I can choke up back to here for the 3 lengths, and then for that last corner. See if I can get a shot of how this looks. See if I can give you some idea on them. Bit of a bend to it. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So that's going to work just fine. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Whew. Yeah, cold doesn't bother you much, does it? Probably looks pretty balmy in here with the sunshine rolling in. But actually pretty cold. It's about 7 Celsius right now. So I'm gonna put out a fire. I'd like to wait till tonight because I'm live streaming tonight, you know. But no, it's pretty cold, and don't worry about Willow at all. She could sleep outside in the snow in this temperature, but Junebug is just a little more delicate. She's taking a nap. All right. So I spent some time and cleaned the glass. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's really clean or not. Mm-hmm. Aha. Did I just put it out? Damn it. Damn it, Russell. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm gonna throw in a rescue birch. Nice. Sometimes I get pieces with snow or ice all over them. I just lie them down here in front of the wood stove. Whoa. See how the sun is coming through and hitting that mirror, and then it's hitting the disco ball, and we've got an interesting effect happening here. Completely by accident. Right over on Junebug too. So of course I had to turn on the disco ball. That's neat. So I bought this thing yesterday at the grocery store, and I want to cook it for dinner. It's a chicken. A whole chicken. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, so, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I bought a chicken. And
About a chicken?
yeah, I bought a chicken. And how do I cook it?
Yeah. Okay, a whole chicken.
Yeah, a whole chicken. See?
So, um, you're gonna put your seasonings on it, right? And then you're just gonna put it on the oven. Put it in the oven. I would put it at maybe like 375. Probably gonna take, I don't know, an hour and a half. But put the thermometer in for
Can I
sure.
can I use the Dutch oven?
I thought you were gonna say that. Of course you can.
Okay.
You want to put maybe a little bit of liquid in there as well, so that way it doesn't dry out. Water is fine.
Maybe I could do it like right in the wood stove. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. All right, that's good. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye. How hard can it be to cook a chicken? I don't know. Well, I didn't cook the chicken. I was scared the hell out of me, so I didn't even try. But I'm getting ready to live stream now. I just had hors d'oeuvres for dinner, like cheese thingies and spring rolls. And I just cooked them in the Coleman oven, which I should show sometime. Maybe I'll show it tomorrow. I was going to end this video today. I was just going to be filming today, and that would be it. But I can't end it like this. So we're about to start live streaming. It's Friday. And, yeah, we'll finish this tomorrow, Saturday. Probably with some level of hangover. Good night. Maybe I'll do another sign-off later. I really shouldn't, though. Well, it's been a crappy morning so far. I have a bit of a hangover for some reason. I had a good live stream last night, though. So I had some breakfast, and then the dogs were up for a while. And Willow comes in, and she's licking her paw, and I realize there's blood everywhere. And somehow under I'm not sure what it would be a wrist on a human, but in this area on her paw, she got a pretty bad cut. Pretty deep. I called the vet that we go to, and they said they're fully booked, and they're only open for the next 40 minutes, and they only have one doctor on staff, and said, try calling other vets. So what I did is I went out with some paper towel and actually held it on her paw, like compressed it for a good 20 minutes. Froze my ass off. And then I came in and I got the medical kit that I have here, and I actually put this together myself. It's not a bad kit. Like I started with a kit from from a company I used to work at, and so I started with the basics of a kit, and I put the rest of it together myself. So one thing I put in here is a couple of tampons, and it was a little too big for her paw, so I just ripped off part and put it on with a tensor bandage, one of these, for compression, and that seems to have worked. I think I need more to this medical kit. We have actually a pretty substantial medical kit in the first aid kit in the city. Yeah, my card was full. So, yeah, I was saying I'll make an appointment Monday or Tuesday to take her into our regular vet so that they can take a look at it and make sure it's okay. As long as the bleeding has stopped, like it's not hurting her in any other way. She's running around and doing stuff. She's bleeding everywhere. So that's the big thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Okay, it's about 20 after 4, man. We're back. I'm sure you can imagine what happened here. Yep, we've been to the vet and back. Is it focusing? Somebody's really thirsty. So I took the bandage off of her. I got her lying on the floor. I took the bandage off of her, and it looked good. It wasn't bleeding anymore. And she moved it a little bit, and blood just started squirting out everywhere. So I thought, oh, damn it. So I re-wrapped it up and called around our vet. Of course, couldn't take her, so I called around, found a vet in Sterling that would, as long as we're there by 2. So we had to rush out of here. Poor dog, she was bleeding the whole way. But they were kind enough to take her in. They put something like 7 staples in her and wrapped it all up and said try and keep her from not moving too much over the next couple of days. So I left the ATV out of the car, put her on her leash, and we walked in very slowly. Very difficult because it's actually quite icy out there in many places, so she was sliding on. She got a bag over it to keep it dry, but she's just sliding everywhere. Anyway, I'm not going to do any more filming today. I'll pick it up tomorrow. Another beautiful day. 3 sunny days in a row. It's just been awesome. We haven't had 3 sunny days in a row since October. Pretty happy about it. So yesterday when I got back from the vet with the Willow, they said we got to keep her quiet for 24 to 48 hours. So I didn't bring the ATV back in. We just walked in. I had her on a leash so she wouldn't go running off. We took it nice and easy. Which means today I got to go back out and get the ATV. I suppose I could just leave it there. But no, I don't want to do that. So I'm just on my own here. I left the dogs in the cabin. I can sneak away on foot. They don't like it, but they don't think I'm going far because I don't have the ATV with me. I'm getting a bit of a shortcut here. Gorgeous, but cold, really cold. I like how oak trees hold their leaves a long time. It's okay, so these leaves are getting to the point where they really need to fall, but it is kind of nice throughout the late fall and early winter when they still have their leaves. And unfortunately there's bloody paw prints all the way out here. Poor little girl. You gotta be a little careful in the wintertime doing this sort of thing because the ice is often not as thick around Beaver Lodge. But otherwise, this is a great time to kind of get close to a beaver lodge. Take a good look at it. Got some tracks through here. It looks like a deer wandered through. Maybe a couple of deers. That might be Willow's prints right there. Conditions right now are actually really interesting. This hard, crunchy snow makes it, the ATV grips it really, really well. And because there's a little bit of snow, it really fills in the trail, like whether it's rocks or just dips. Makes it a lot smoother ride. And all the water holes like this one I just walked on, they're all frozen. So these are simply the best conditions for ATVing this trail ever. Kind of funny that way. Well, except it's cold. And even if I'm only driving at like 10 kilometers an hour, like that wind chill is still a wind chill. Well, we made it. Well, the problem now is I'm sweating like crazy. And then I got a 30-minute ATV ride. And it's going to be cold. I'm going to clean up my seat somehow. So we're back. 3 GoPro batteries all died on me. It's the cold, right? Even if they're not in the camera, it's the cold. Jeez, is somebody excited here? Are you excited, little girl? You like being left here? And how are you doing? Oh. Hello. Okay, well, we gotta get a fire going in here. It's, oh wow, it's like 7 degrees Celsius right now. Ew. And we're not gonna go out and do much today. Partially because it's so cold, partially because of Willow's leg is still on the mend, and we're supposed to keep her quiet. Is my nose dribbling? Yeah, that'll happen out here.